All praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wabrakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well in Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. So we should be in the spirit of being content with our situation. You know, Esau tries to do a good job in manipulating the minds of our people into wanting more and more and more, just being consumers, being unhappy. And one thing about the flesh, it's like a cup with a hole at the bottom, and no matter how much fluid you pour into it, it leaks right out the bottom, causing you to what? Have to put more and more and more into it because it can't really hold water. And the scriptures go into that, how like a broken cistern that can't hold water. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off subject. But we have to be content with our situation, because trying to feed the flesh, there will never be a completeness or a fulfillment from that. Okay? Let's touch on some scriptures. Let's go to the book of Hebrews chapter 13. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So we need to be content with our situation. First and foremost, you have this truth. You should be content just knowing that already. Okay? But if you live in an apartment, be content with that. You still got food in your refrigerator, you know? Yeah, you don't feel like working, but through you working, it shows what? Your body's able to perform. We may go through aches and things in our bodies, but the fact that, you know, the Lord has given us our health, you know, he's given us a certain amount of strength. The fact that, yeah, when we clock into these jobs, if we have to do so, certain brothers may own a job or own a business, But however it goes, we should be content in knowing that, look, I may not have the biggest house on the block. I may not even live in a house. Okay? I may not have the best looking car. I may be having car troubles. Whatever, okay? Which currently I'm having some car issues, and I would like to go out and teach more, but I figured I'd jump back to once a week for the time being until I can get my car situation fixed. And maybe in doing so, I may have to get a new car. But overall, I'm not going to put my mind on a new car because I want a new car. It's just about that time. I'm content with the vehicle I have. It's just giving me issues. In our life, yeah, we can always be in a better situation. We can always be in a better place. We can always reflect and say, dang, you know, what if I would have did this or did that? This world's crumbling. There's nothing here. If you would have been in college chasing a career, or if you would have been chasing some rap career, or chasing some career in whatever kind of entertainment, you'd be ignorant, not even knowing that destruction is nigh, and you'd be caught right out there. Who cares about all the glamour and the glitz and the things that this world can offer you? Because what it can offer us is not going to compare with the reward that the Lord is going to give his servants. Why should you be content? because everything is already given to you. Everything is already promised to you. It's just our people have to wait for that inheritance. Don't act like a rebellious Edomite who heard that, his dad is giving him a great inheritance, but instead of him being patient, he's trying to overthrow his dad. He wants to kill his dad or do whatever he can to speed up the process of him getting that reward. We have to be patient in receiving our reward. We can't be like a rebellious Edomite boy. Okay? The reward is there. The promise is there. We just have to hold our end. We have to be content with what we have. We have to endure. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep hold on the names. Our belief, that's what's going to get us out of here. When you're not content with your situation, then you become covetous. Then you become greedy. Then you become a nigger. Then you become worldly. Then you become unuseful. Okay? Let your conversation be without covetousness. But if you're not content, how could you have a conversation without covetousness? And be content with such things as ye have. For he had said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. And even knowing that the Lord will never leave or forsake us, that should keep us content. Having this truth should keep us content. And on top of that, we have the physical ability, although it's not the most exciting thing in the world. Of course not. It sucks, man. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. When we go into our jobs, at least we have the physical ability to do so. The Lord gave us the physical ability to do our jobs. Okay, and a lot of us, we do our jobs very well. And the funny thing is, we don't even really put our hearts into our jobs because we're focused on the kingdom, but yet we outperform people at our jobs because we represent Yahweh Shai. Okay, and people get jealous of you because of it. That's what I experienced. And a lot more division is coming. Okay. Yahweh Shai is about division. A lot more division is coming. But anyway, so we have to be in that spirit of contentment. So let's go to another scripture. Let's go to Proverbs. This is what Solomon said. It's either verse 8 or 18. This is it. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my power in vain. So we have to be in the middle. Just like Solomon. Solomon was in the spirit of just having enough and not being, abundantly rich to where he may become arrogant and full of himself and he may forget about the Lord. He didn't want to become poor. Now he has to go hit licks, whatever other temptations may come his way. He wanted to be in between. And that's where we want to be. We want to be in between. We should want to be in between. Okay? In life, in this woman that we are in, we have to stay in between that. Okay? We have to be right in the middle. We don't want to be dead broke. We don't want to be filthy rich. We just want enough to be able to afford a basic life in Babylon. Have your bills paid, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food to eat. Okay? Physical health, even above all that. And then even above everything, serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? You might want 5 wives, but right now, just settle with one. And if you can't if you can't settle for one, don't go no more than 2. Be content. But even doing so, just know you're going to have trouble in the flesh, whether you're with a woman, whether you're without a woman, whether you have a couple wives, whether you have 50 wives, there will be trouble. whether you have money or whether you're broke, which we don't want either, in terms of having an abundance of money and an abundance of brokenness. We don't want that. It can have you lose your faith in terms of, I ain't had no food in 3 days. I ain't got no money. I can't sustain for myself. So what am I supposed to do? Not steal? Okay? Or you have an abundance of riches and everything is at your fingertips. Everybody has you feeling good about yourself and you ain't even thought about the Most High because you've been so caught up in how this world makes you feel like you the boss, like you the one for a small time in this vapor of a life. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. So we just want enough. Food that's convenient for us. We don't need to have food stored up, trying to plan for the economical collapse and a food shortage. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having extra food, of course, but we don't need to put our heart in, trying to stack up on food, trying to stack up on money. Okay? All we need to do is serve Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and our situation will be all right. And we need to be content with that. It's really not a big deal knowing that we have everything coming. Because as much as it sucks that we got to work for Esau got to work for Esau. You go to work, you got Edomites working in their own kingdom. That should make you feel good. In fact, of knowing damn, I'm in this damn place. I got to work with you devils. But the fact that y'all even got to work just shows you're a loser anyway. Because this is your world. You should be winning. And you're not. And now I'm going to outperform and kick your ass in performance since I can't put my hands on you physically right now. See, our mentality should be serving Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai and being better than these heathens, man. That should make you feel good. Okay, not trying to be the next Michael Jordan or the next LeBron James or the next Snoop Dogg. Okay? You women, instead of trying to be like, Cardi B while doing no cardio, instead of trying to be like, Nicki Minaj, instead of trying to be like these celebrities and all the glamour you see through the media, why not be content with just living a basic average life and knowing that you are here for punishment? You're not sent here to be set up and win. Now, does that mean we're supposed to just live a life of hardship to where we miss good opportunities? Or I can't take that. I'm supposed to be catching hell right now. That's not what I'm saying. And you have to talk to Jake this way because you'll say something and then it will get lost either in translation or interpretation or just a rebellious nigga trying to flip your words around. You got brothers living decent. Like right now, the Lord has placed me in a situation where financially I'm doing better than I've ever done in my whole life. Okay? That doesn't mean I put my whole heart into it, but I'm content to where I don't need. Of course, it'd be nice to have a better situation. It's always nicer to have a better situation. You can always have a better situation. But I'm content where I'm at. Like if I was where I'm at until this economy collapsed, I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's stressful. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of being around these damn people. But I'm content with knowing that at the same time, I'm able to provide for me and my house. Okay? I'm not out here begging for change. I'm not out here being a grimy demon from the depths of hell, from the depths of Compton. Okay? Remove far from me vanity and lies, and give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. Let's go to Proverbs 15. We're going to stay in the book of Proverbs, but we're going to go to Proverbs 15 and verse 13. That's not it. It's Proverbs 15 and 16. Better is little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. I'm going to read that again. Proverbs 15 and 16. Better is little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. And that's a lot of these rappers. You know, these rappers, they out here chasing the bag. They flaunt their money. Don't have on all this jewelry. And their life is full of trouble. Getting shot at, going to clubs, brawls, breaking out all the damn time. Baby mama giving them hell. Can't even keep their women in order and they got all this money. That's how you know not only are we under the curses, but a lot of you men, you just a bunch of simp, wimp, punk ass niggas. Okay? Money don't make you a man. Better is it, or better is little with fear of the Lord. So we fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And it's better to have little because at the end of the day, the more you accumulate, it's just more you have to lose. Because when it's all said and done, it doesn't come with you. Okay? No matter how big your house is, it doesn't make you immortal. No matter how much money you have in the bank, it doesn't make you immortal. No matter how many wives you have, it does not make you immortal. No matter how many servants you have under you, it does not make you immortal. And when the day comes that the Lord requires that person's spirit, all of their possessions will be left to someone else. And all they know, it could be left to a fool who will have all of his, his substance gone just within months or within a couple years. Okay? The house gone, all the money spent up. It was spent on drugs and whores. But, the one before him worked hard for that and focused on chasing the bag and saving it up for the next generation, just for the next generation to burn it in a day. What good is that? And then you don't have a fear in the Lord. So then once you're facing the Lord, you have no legacy before you. You lived a life of vanity. You lived a life of nothingness because you didn't serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You served the bag. Better is little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. And as the saying goes, more money, more problems. All right? Let's go to the Apocrypha again. Let's go to Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30 and verse 11. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies. Let's jump down to, that's not what I want. Verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth. So instead of trying to chase the bag, it's highly overlooked in this society and Western culture to want to be healthy. People eating 7 cheeseburgers in one order. A lot of women not wanting to cook, causing, their family to always have to go out and eat greasy foods all day long. Health is messed up, out of shape, breathing heavy just from walking normal. Okay? It's just, it's backwards how people think. People really think money is the answer to everything. But now they're trying to make it where if you call a woman fat, it's fat shaming. All right? Health and good estate of body are above all gold. And getting fat, being out of shape, that's not going to do that for you. Someone telling you to stay fat, stay in your misery is not a friend. That is a destroyer. Okay, and one thing about the man of the Lord, we're not folding and bending to the emotions of you people. You have a lot of fat people in the West, but yet their mentality is also just focused on wealthiness and not health. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth. So if someone was on a deathbed and they had minutes to live, how much of their wealth would you think they'd be willing to give up if it would save their life, if it would spare them just another year? How much of their wealth would they give up? Possibly all of it. Because in reality, when it's all said and done, when somebody's on a deathbed, that money crap goes out the window. That money crap only works when the flesh is active. It's out here on the hunt, out here on the prowl, lusting at things that the eyes have set its visual on. Okay? But then when a person's broken down and about to go to the spiritual realm, all of a sudden they're thinking about things that should have mattered the whole time, like their health. Okay? There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Okay? So having joy of mind, having a healthy body, that far outweighs money. And you have men in this truth, they overlook the fact that the Lord has given them healthy bodies. Yeah, they got to work for Esau, but the fact that they even have the ability to work for Esau, that might sound lame to some, but if you understand what I'm saying, man. All right? To hell with being a servant. But while we here, we might as well rep the Lord in a sense of righteousness, so that people see Yahweh shine through us. So when the day does come and they try to, mock and make us look like the villain, people are going to have to say personally, I don't see no wrong in this man. Okay? We'll pull out I might go to one more scripture. I guess I'll go to 1 Samuel. I ain't brought this out in a while. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Now here's the point. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So why would a person in this ministry especially not be content with this situation, seeing that the Lord is the one who makes you rich or poor? If the Lord wanted you to be rich, don't you think you'd be rich? If the Lord wanted you to be just dead broke, don't you think you'd be dead broke? The Lord has us in the middle. Some brothers are doing better than other brothers. Okay? Certain brothers may not even have a job right now. And I would say, as a brother in this ministry, if you are a brother who does not have a job, of course, keep looking for a job. But use this leisure time and get in the scriptures. Because when I first came into this truth, I was having job issues. But that is also what allowed me to accumulate a lot of study time. And I mean a lot. I used to study so much that my woman, she would just randomly be, cleaning up. And she would just find my notes in the bathroom, on toilet paper. She'd find my notes in the kitchen. She'd find my notes everywhere. I would just constantly be studying, constantly taking notes. Okay? So the leisure time that you get, use it. Make it useful. While at the same time trying to better your situation. Because the Lord, he's looking for a fighter. He's not looking for someone who's just going to sit on their ass and think he's supposed to just come and lift them up like a flying carpet. Okay? The Lord wants us to make efforts too. We have to put forth that faith, put forth that work, and the Lord will come through and do the rest. All right. So we have to learn to be content with our situation, man, regardless of how much better our lives could be if we would have just chased the bag, whatever talents we've had, we could have made money off of it. And see, we're in a time now, it's more easy to get famous today than ever. But you know what? We're sacrificing this world for this ministry, man. To hell with this world. It's over. Be content with your situation. All right? We ain't doing that bad, man. Yeah, brothers, we struggling. We catching hell. And when I say we catching hell, trust me, I understand. We are catching hell. But our situation ain't that bad. Plus, we got the kingdom coming. We got the truth. We have so much to look forward to, man. You know, sometimes, man, when I be out in public and I feel like an outcast and it feels awkward, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's an awkward feeling. It's like, man, I don't belong in this world. But the flip side of that is this truth, since it's not for everybody, that's like a woman that you care about. If you care about her, you don't want her to be for everybody. You want her to be about you. This ministry is about the elect. Okay? This is not for everybody. All these people in this society, they try to make the good guy the villain. Just like when you look at any cartoon and there's a place of a villain and a good guy, the villain always looks at the good guy like he's the bad guy, like he's the problem. Okay? And that's how people look at us. They look at us like we're the problem. Okay? But at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to come through for us. Okay? But a false prophet, let's get that, man. While I'm ranting. This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, and verse 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So that's a blessing, man, to not be a part of this world. To feel like the oddball when you're out in society, man. To feel like the outcast. Yeah, it feels awkward, but it feels awkward because what we are involved in is not some pass around. We are involved in the greatest position ever, man. That's why it's so worth going through the afflictions and all that comes with it. Every day that I walk into my job, I expect that maybe one day I might get confronted by multiple people. I could be laughed at to scorn, but the Lord has built me up in the spirit to where, since I've been teaching alone for so long, it's like I've gone through this already. It's not even a big deal. You know, I go through this when I'm teaching on the streets. I've seen people, you know, just drive by. They'll just be laughing. Windows rolled up, but you can just see them just laughing their ass off, right? And I'm looking like the fool, the mysterious fool, which is fine. Okay? But I'm content with my situation, nevertheless. And the Lord has always came through for me. And the fact that he told us how things would be. We already have the upper hand. We have the answers. Okay? So we are blessed. We are in a blessed place right now. And we should also be content with the place that we are in. Okay? Brothers have many talents. You don't think the Lord knows that? The Lord gave you those talents. To hell with those talents. You in this truth now. Use that talent. I'm going to go ahead and close it, man. Close it right there. We give all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wa'arakat Wadash. Shalom.